Good morning. I am still figuring out this multi-streaming business and working on, see, if I play the music on here, then I hear myself. Let's get rid of that. You go there. We are going to pause that. And use that. Do some music over here. And then I've got to figure out, good. Hello, Suzanne. I am, okay. That's Facebook for you, I've learned. Okay. So I should see that there. Got that there. There. Oh, that shows right over my little face. I've got to get that. I'm trying to get a certain screen back for me. I'm sorry it's glitchy, Suzanne. Let's see. This is a better view. I'll figure this out eventually. Golly. I may have to try again in a second. Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm glad it's a little better now. Looking for one window here. Good morning, Gabrielle. I am trying to fix. Hi, Patty. I can see people on a couple of different apps right now, but what I'm really trying to fix is my view. Like, I cannot see that everything is laid out right for you guys. Just still learning this application, of course. That's not what I wanted. So, but I guess maybe I can trust. I will trust that you guys can see. Where the heck is it though? It can't be that hard. Okay, I may just have to pause and start again in a moment. What do we got here? I'm trying to, Patty. Yeah, I can see there. You're there. There's someone. I've got someone on Facebook. I've got Gabrielle. Okay, wait. I think I just saw where I might be able to watch. I need to be able to watch. That's part of my issue. Got it. I think I can watch on the Instagram feed. And you, so on that one, what I was hoping to do was I can see I've got the chat over my face on that. I was going to try and move it over, but I seriously have lost that view in the Streamlabs. So that's where I'm like, what the flock did I do? Okay, this is frustrating me. Okay, I got it. Okay, that's there. Now I want to chat box, move you over. There. Look at me. I did it. So that's probably so small you guys can't even see it on there, huh? Because that's, you can see, oh, Suzanne's on YouTube, not on Facebook. Now I see that. Very cool. Okay. So if I do that, that's probably teeny tiny. That looks super teeny tiny over there too. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going for it. I'm just going to shrink this window down a little bit. Best way for me to do that. There. I'm just going to kind of overlap my windows. Okay. Did it. Yes. Party on. Okay. Let's paint. I got it to where I can see things, which makes me happy. All right. And you can come down a tiny bit. That hurt my shoulder, by the way. That little maneuver. Okay, sip of coffee. Haven't even had coffee yet. Maybe that was the whole issue. We got Tonk sleeping behind. We've got a little music playing. We've got 6 things I can paint. I finished up a bunch of ornaments. Patty, my stickers are in the mail, so I should be able to send you your butterfly as soon as I get those. I am using a webcam, which you might be able to see in front of me, I'm not sure. And I'm using my face cam on my computer, so you can see me and then you can see what I'm doing. So I'm up in my streaming game. And I'm figuring it out. This is the second day that I have, like, I'm streaming to 4 different applications right now. So, but I've got it set where I can see my TikTok chat, my Instagram chat, and my YouTube and Facebook chat are merged together. And that's what you see rolling on the screen. There's that there. And I might change that setting so it disappears after it's been up for a little bit. We shall see. But that's probably super teeny tiny. But I am learning all of this, and we're just going to go for it. We shall paint. Now, we've got this hummingbird. I've got to finish. I actually started that orca the other day, and I never did finish top dotting it. I've got a few things to do today. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I decided I needed to, we just don't know if TikTok's going to stay around, so I decided I needed to make sure I am good to go, at least trying on other apps. So this is just allowing me to hit multiple at once. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun. And it's a good learning experience at the same time. Hear Tonk snoring in the background, my sweet girl. And I was really hoping, I sent a message to my mom and my sister that lives with her this morning saying, I'm going to be on Facebook shortly, because that's really, I think my mom's going to be the only one watching me on Facebook. But it's something I've really, that would make me so happy, because I just started streaming in October. And so if I can get my mom on, she's 85, and she's the one that I know I got my artistic, well, that wasn't very artistic talent from, and I just would love for her to enjoy this. Would be awesome. But my sister said, I just took her to Mass. She walked her over to the 8:30 Mass in Portland, so no mom today, but we'll get her. We will get her. Okay, thanks, Patty. I think I will actually do my brain is a little bit fish-wizzly. Making up some words this morning. It's not how I normally clean up a mess. That's a little better. Seeing some of my watercolor pencil marks. I can just clean up since I have water on my pencil now, or water on my Q-tip. Let's get some more coffee in me. washed off my watercolor pencil. Do a bunch of swoosh in here. I think I probably need a smaller tool. I do. So those of you who haven't seen me paint, you'll notice after a little while that you see me top dotting on my lives. That's something that I've learned what my body can handle and my brain. I have long COVID and it has impacted my brain function, and for me to be on a live when I first started a couple of months ago, I'm building up tolerance, which is good, but I used to like be able to handle half an hour, and then I've built it up to where I can get away with a couple hours and usually a nap after. But like yesterday was a little challenging because it was the first time I was managing multiple things on it, and it wore me out. Like I was zonkered for the rest of the day yesterday, but I want to learn how to do this. So learning new things has been challenging with this brain stuff, but I'm doing it, and that's what's really cool. So I've learned that it takes less brain power to do the top dotting than it is to think about how I'm laying out whatever it is I'm doing. So that's something that you might notice about me when I'm doing lives. And I need to get better. I used to record a lot of my base dots, how I'm putting them down. I need to do that a little bit more and just post those videos. Trying to share a little more variety of things too. Like yesterday, somebody had asked about how I do resin tape and that kind of thing, so I just posted a video on that. So if you ever want to see something or are wondering, just ask and I can put something together and make it available. So, Jeanette, I am using a webcam that's pointing down at what I'm doing. I like it. It seems to actually give a better view than my phone. And then I'm using the camera on my computer, and I'm using an application called Streamlabs. They have a free version that I think I tried the free version for a day. It allows you to stream to one platform, but the cool thing about it is I'm actually right now streaming to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube all at the same time. My let's see. Oh, and this won't stream to Clapper. Somebody just put in the comment, just try Clapper, but it won't stream to Clapper. And right now I'm just trying to grow my audience, so I'm trying to hit the multiple applications at once. But Clapper is not one that integrates with Streamlabs at this point. So I don't know if they have that on the horizon for them or not. So I've got my computer camera and my phone's free right now, which is kind of cool. I've got my phone free. I'm not on it at all. So that's kind of a cool thing about it too. I feel like I skipped a color somewhere in here. But maybe not. Yeah, so I kind of got this idea from my son, who's been gaming for a long time and doing a lot of live streams gaming, and he's the one who told me about Streamlabs. He said a lot of gamers use it, and I can see a lot of the integration of it is very gaming oriented. You know, flashy backgrounds and that kind of stuff that you can have on your screen, and I just will keep it simple. I think my brain is working great, and I really think not the physical therapy I'm doing now, but the last round of vestibular physical therapy, that made a huge difference. It made today I had a little whoosh of dizziness, which I don't get very often, and that very much could be overusing my brain yesterday. So that's part of and what I did learn is I just have to build stamina and build tolerance. So here I go. I'm going to stream and look at multiple screens and build my brain stamina, which will be so nice. Like I haven't read for years. I did one therapy the first summer in the summer of 2021, and I read one book, and then I went back to work and it fried my brain again. And I'm reading a book. I just hit 200 last night. I read before I crawl in bed, and I read maybe 5 pages. So you need to do a hummingbird. Hummingbirds are the best. I've got two different hummingbird shapes, and this one I was trying to move away from, and then it was like people were requesting this one, so I've got one that doesn't have a branch and is more just really vertical, and this one that's more of a square shape. This one I think looks really nice for a wall art piece. I just sold one. That was really cool. I had somebody get on, actually it was my long COVID doctor. She got on my site and ordered 2 of my wall art pieces this week, so that was awesome. And I need to, I've got to finish up that whale tail. I've got to do one more coat of resin. I pray one more coat of resin, because it seems like once I hit the 3rd coat, I'm always fearful if I mess it up, that means I'm going to have to do a 4th coat. And it's not that I mess it up, but there's just like 2 small little glitchy parts in it, and I'm too much of a perfectionist. If I let that go, it'll bother me. So Patty's back on Instagram. Yeah, so one thing I'm wondering over on YouTube about the quality isn't good on YouTube. I changed one setting on my camera. I changed it from 4K to just HD, because that allows me to, if I do that, I can actually zoom, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's going to take it a second to do it, to actually happen on the feeds, but so I can actually zoom with it, which is something I like to be able to do. Yeah, so I'm using Streamlabs. That's the application I'm using. So that's, one way to do it. There's, I think OBS is another that you can do that with. So, and actually I like it. It frees up my my phone. Yeah, Suzanne, I'm really sorry. It's crummy over there. Is it glitchy on the Instagram or TikTok feed? So just going to YouTube that it's being glitchy, because it normally isn't on YouTube. This definitely, there's a learning curve, but everything's going to have a learning curve. I'd say if you're someone that's willing to figure things out, it's not bad at all. I watched one video on setup and did everything there, and then, actually I didn't even watch the whole thing. And then, oh, Suzanne, it's better on TikTok. Yeah, that's too bad. Thanks for following, Game Over. Appreciate it. It's my, yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. That's too bad. That's too bad. Can you hear Tonks snoring in the background? Wow, that's terrible. I wonder why. Well, I'm glad it's relaxing. That's kind of the whole point. This is my activity of the chill life. The shapes. So I have someone here in North Pole, Alaska, where I am, that cuts my shapes for me. That's where I get the majority of them. I do get some from 24 Hour Crafts, and that's a really great national company. The guy that I work with here isn't big enough or set up to, and it's his retirement gig too. So he isn't really set up to cut for other people either. So he's found a lot of the shapes for me, but I've learned how I can go out and look for SVG files, and I send them to him. I find ones that I know are good for me for dotting, and I send those to him. Not on Amazon, no. I have I think 2 shapes I've got on Amazon. I don't even know if his is a Glowforge. Hi, Tara. How's us? Oh, you're in New Zealand now. So I don't think his is a Glowforge. I'm not sure what he uses, but honestly, that's something I've been like eyeballing. Should I get my own like Glowforge thing and then just do it all from start to finish? But I don't know. I really enjoy working with this guy. He has a lot of fun. And he's super supportive of me and everything too, which is cool. So what I'm using, Tara, is my computer for the camera that's on my face. That's my computer. And then I just got a webcam. So so this is a webcam that's pointing down, and I realize I kind of want to brighten it. It's a little bit dark. So make sure I don't do too much. There, that might be a little better. Keeps auto-focusing back into. Yeah, so I'm using Streamlabs. That's the application I'm using. Sorry, I'm going to take a drink of coffee here. And Streamlabs is an application that lets you multi-stream. So I'm actually streaming to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok all at the same time. I do have to have multiple windows open, one for the TikTok chat, one for the Instagram chat. And then YouTube and Facebook can integrate into it, and that's what you see on the screen is anything that was part of that chat. So Suzanne bumped over to TikTok. Yeah, so and I realized when TikTok went away that something had to change. I didn't have a following really on any other application. I had very minimal, a couple hundred people on Instagram and a couple hundred followers on Facebook, and just my YouTube is now at like 104, so I don't have very many on other applications other than TikTok. So in order to try and build those up, I figured this may be an option, and it's working already, which is cool. So I'm enjoying it. It's something that is definitely working for me. So I shall keep doing it. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, and I'm learning very quickly that it's new, it's very novel on Tara. It wasn't that hard, and that's why I don't know if you've seen that group. I did a group on Instagram with people that stream that I know from TikTok, and I put you in there. So and I'm just putting kind of my notes and thoughts after each stream, things that I've learned. I think that if you're not at all technical, you would struggle. It would be, sorry, got some ad going on here. It would be harder if you would get flustered and not be afraid to click things, because you got to click things. So even today I couldn't get the right screen back on the Streamlabs. I could see my stream. Yeah. So yeah, just it'll be there for whoever would like to learn. We can add them to it. So I just think we can up the art game. And I think that I am hearing from people that they like seeing my face. Even though it's me in the morning, pre-shower. See, you said that. So I have a website where I list most of my pieces to start. And I have one shop currently here in Alaska that I sell through their shop. And just this week, I sent an email out to 6 other shops in Alaska, just trying to start reaching out and expanding where I have my pieces. So my website is linked in my profile. I actually finally have some stock built up, which is kind of cool. It's taken me a little while to do. That's funny too, Tara. I have recovered from the holiday season because I was pretty busy and my wall behind me was very empty. I have hooks for every ornament. I think I have over 40 ornaments, shapes that I make. So mostly all Alaskan kind of themed things, but I can do customs. My shape guy is out of the state right now, but I can always order from 24 Hour Crafts if somebody does a custom order that I don't have the shape here. So that's me. That's what I do. I'm wondering, when I do this, like the fan comes on my computer, I can tell I might need to be better about closing other applications and stuff on my computer to not overwork it. I'm going to do that right now with a couple of things that are open that don't need to be open. Hi, Helen. Yeah. And this is a couple-year-old MacBook Pro. So actually it's like a 4-year-old MacBook Pro. So it's not like it's the newest of all. Okay, I think I'm good now. closed a few things that were open that didn't need to be. It's not the newest system for sure, but yeah, I think I got this in 2021, so. And I've been putting more and more video on it and stuff. Yeah, how's the New Zealand adventure, Tara? Is the weather beautiful and summery? I am, Helen. Thanks for asking. I'm happy to be here. Click that again. I think Luna is finally getting over her grooming appointment. That girl is so sensitive. She definitely does not trust me right now because I took her, and she like clings to Scott, especially now that he's off work. She's just, and she doesn't want to be left. Absolutely does not want to be left alone. So yeah, how's tomorrow gonna go for us, Tara? Interesting. Well, thank you for trying to share it, Helen. Yeah, I just went into the group that we have there on Instagram for live notifications. And then it took me a while to get going because I was like, I can't get this. So one thing I did yesterday when I was fiddling around, I was just playing with it, but not doing a live, but tomorrow's not a good day. But when I was fiddling around with it, I was like, oh, I can, because I was looking at me and I'm like, crap, my desk is a mess over there and you can see it. Like, I guess I'm not going to worry about that now, because what I did is I hit on my FaceTime camera on my computer, I hit the background thing. I'm like, oh, it just does a color. Cool. And then I'm like, oh, I can put like this view, like where I'm sitting, as my view. So I put that in. And what it did is it made this view, the one that both cameras, it made that the background, which was just not good because it was like putting this with a green screen behind it with looking at a wall of paint, so it was not good. So it literally took me until this morning to figure out to just click background again. Not one of the backgrounds, but the word background to clear it. But I was like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I was a little bit on the struggle bus with that today, but got it figured out. Okay, pull this and do some branch, and then I'll come back and do some triple dots in a couple places. Just grab the wrong. What are you doing, Tonka? I'm trying to find a different spot to lay down right next to me, sweetie. Life is so quiet when Luna's not needing to be. She knows my phone. So like when I pull my phone out, she did it yesterday. Scott was in here and I was working on stuff, and she is such a little turd. Hi, Julie. Hey, Julie, you're on Facebook. Is it glitchy there? Just curious. Because YouTube was really glitchy on that side, so I was just wondering if that is. But, yeah, Miss Luna knows my phone camera. So Scott was in here, and I'm like, watch this. She came over and was like putting her paws up on me like I was streaming. Hi, Juliana. And it was just really ridiculous. I pulled my phone, didn't even have it on, and had it on her. And she got all playful with Tonks and everything. I'm like, she is a little showgirl. It's just hilarious how she's like that. So I will have to, it's going to be a little tricky, I think, when she comes around. Because she'll notice she's so observant. This camera is different. So, actually, I just ordered a different camera, and I think I'm going to cancel it because I figured out, oh, why does Scott have his alarm set? That's weird. What plans does he have? Yes. It'd be so cool, Tara. We would see the whole thing. The whole thing. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, I sit here and I think, why am I doing this? Because now it's probably an expectation, or it will be an expectation. Yeah, I'm sorry it's glitchy on Facebook. It was on Facebook and YouTube. Very glitchy for some reason. I do not know why. Because YouTube it normally isn't. It seems to be doing okay on Instagram and TikTok, though. Yeah. So, Juliana is in pure form, and Helen says hello to everybody on the TikTok side. She is over on Instagram. So I do like this because people can be where it works for them. Unfortunately, we got the lagging side of the world too. So, but I'm figuring it out though. Juliana jumped over to Instagram. I love it. Go check it all out. There is a piece of fuzz there. I'm sure that she does throw tears in every once in a while in her paint. Well, I am glad. And Jenna Connolly just popped in over there. Yes, Julie. So Suzanne was over on YouTube first. I don't know why it's lagging over on that side. So it may have to do with my computer, in all honesty. So, thank you. It's almost there. Almost there. Stir that up a tiny bit. I guess you're getting this color because I'm not opening that other pot up again. Thank you for, yeah, I like this one. This isn't the, I don't know if you know what fireweed is. It's all over the lower 48 too, at least it's in the Pacific Northwest. But this is my Fireweed Fields palette, and it makes me think of my sister-in-law, in all honesty. She's she loves to find those good fireweed fields to take photos in. Okay, let's get some triple E kinds of dots on. Well, I guess I'm glad my mom couldn't get on today, because she would be on Facebook and it's horribly glitchy. So I'm going to do an Orca after this because it's the same palette. And I started it, I think, when I was in a live recently, and I was like, I kind of have a headache. I think I better stop. And I stopped like mid-Orca. So I've got a few of the dots down, but we will get this one finished. And then we've got a couple, everything's different color palettes. So that is needing a big dot on it. It's kind of see-through. Thanks for sharing, Juliana. Maybe I need to do a tiny tilt. We'll see if that is a little better. I feel like I'm cut off when I look down a lot. Not that this is such a grand view, but you can't see the camera, which is good because it is like right here in front of me. The one that looks down. All the behind the scenes business. It's me. Hi, Jules. It is new. This is my new setup. Some days it's not going to be very pretty. This is still, a couple day old hair, but it's me. It's as fresh as I get. It's true vegan. A window into my little world, guys. Well, and I figure if I put me at the bottom on the, the TikTok and Instagram, then I'm in the comments, so it's no big deal. I do want to, give me a second. I'm going to see if I can change one thing so that comes off the screen. Those are called... Nope. Nope. Okay, I'm learning, so give me a second. What I'm trying to do is get rid of the text on the screen. So I think I do that. I'll go into my sources. Yeah. Oh, got it. Okay. Keep it up for how long? Wasn't that an option? Oh, I thought it did. I don't see it now. Poop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. We shall close that. And I think what I'll do is I will just remove it, and then it's just not going to be there. Where did my... There it is. Okay, so now you just don't see that. Alrighty. There. Now oh, it was covering up my messy desk, though. I guess we get my messy desk now. Thank you. I can, and Helen, if you ever want to see a color palette, just ask. I don't have a problem sharing them. Although I don't know how neat this one is. I've been trying to rewrite them recently. I'm not sure if I've rewritten this one. So all you have to do is ask if you want to see them. Tara, you have a wonderful Monday. And enjoy the next few days of your trip. The darker non-metallic pink. It's a mixture, most likely. Knowing me. So, let's see, I gotta look and see. It's gonna take it a second. It could be Royal Fuchsia and Vivid Violet, or Vivid Violet and Magenta, or Magenta and Poetic Plum. So those are the non-metallic ones there. So Magenta and Poetic Plum, Vivid Violet and Magenta. This is a 1-to-2 Royal Fuchsia and Vivid Violet, or just Royal Fuchsia as we get darker. Ooh, that was yucky. Paint bugger. Coffee break. I actually need to switch to the blue one. See you, Jenna. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Jenna says bye, everyone, from Instagram. Jenna Conley. Okay, let's do this. Crank her out. I gotta grab a smaller. That is done now. Polka complete. Do this mousse. That is not hitting the, it's like jumping in and out of focus. It's interesting. Adjust the brightness a minute. Looks very dull all of a sudden. Going to do it, and you'll see how magical the top dots make it. I had thoughts for that, and I did it. Do the offset dots. The YouTube playlist has a ton of commercials, just like constant.
Now Taxes is getting the TurboTax app. You're filing your taxes yourself, 100% free. You didn't file with us last year.
sorry, I'll fix that. Bumped it. Oh, interesting. So I'm just looking around. I'm looking at YouTube just to see how glitchy it is. I'm watching it on my phone to see. I was curious. How bad is it really? It really has quite a lag, though. Not even painting over on YouTube yet. Oh, I can't see that. There's a huge delay over onto YouTube, like close to a minute, I would say. Oops, wrong color. Okay, thanks, Gabrielle. And there are plenty of other people you can go be watching. It doesn't bother me at all if you go somewhere else. It's really okay. Oh, Helen, did the sound disappear on us? I'm not convinced that I'm not glitchy, so it could be me. These pearls is nice. Very smooth. And we have a couple of the colors. Let's see, where was I? Ooh, where's my focus? There we go. This is not opening. Sorry. Trying. Hi, Paula. I don't know if there's much of an everyone. It's kind of a small group today. But welcome. Little coffee. paint, but I just love how it looks. Cannot not use it. Such beautiful shift to it. Oh, that's Helen. I'm so glad that you're here. Seriously. Is it, I remember I heard you had deleted TikTok when it went away. So is it, can you not get it back? Is it, you can't get the app again? Is that what's going on? Gosh, I love this color. Well, and I'm glad, even if it's for just a couple of people that prefer to be on Instagram, I'm glad that I can do this across multiple applications. That's just cool that even if it's just a few people it benefits, that's awesome. Makes me happy. Oh, yeah, see, that stinks. And you know what? Ever since the ban, I realize they're definitely, I like TikTok and I like the community, the dot art community there, but I very much don't miss, it's just too easy to see a whole bunch of stuff you don't want to see. Like, you're scrolling through and it's the people selling stuff and that whoop, and that kind of thing. And I don't miss that at all, you know. I'm not on it nearly as much as I used to be. I really just try and click on the people I'm following and see if they've posted anything. Okay, Mr. Moose is looking amazing. I'm gonna add a little of this special sauce. Whoa, party advertisement. Yeah, they really do push in the For You page all of the people selling stuff. And it's like, I don't miss that. I can live without that. But then again, TikTok is what got me started on this painting. It is easy to build a community there, which is awesome as well. I'm doing some stretching while I'm sitting here. The sun is starting to come up. It is so warm here. It's crazy. I took the dogs out and our deck has melted and it's just dripping in their dog pen area. And Luna did not want to go out there. She was like, no thank you. So I had to take them out to the main part of the yard. And pretty crazy warm here for this time of year for sure. But I think it's supposed to chill out in a couple of days. I like this one. Oh, I want to do that dot. A little connecting yellow dot for these. Just to bring those together. Cleans it up so much doing that. Much better. Done with that palette. So this is the Campfire palette. I'll grab Denali Grizzly and do this Alaska. I think, yeah, I did put, I don't know if you can see it, I did put some glitter. I put like a gold glitter down as the base. I don't often leave them just the natural wood. It's pretty rare that I'm doing that. But it's really pretty. Oh, nice. I have not tried brush strokes, as you can tell. I think I'll get there, but for now, we're good. Sorry, too much paint on that. I just had to stir it up a little. It's an extreme sheen, so you know how those kind of separate a little. Well, thank you. Bye, Patty. Have a wonderful day. I think because I do a lot of ornaments, brush strokes would be too much. You know? I think brush strokes are wonderful when you're doing just like round mandalas. Gosh, if I could just say that. I think they look wonderful, but I think if I'm doing smaller things, it just wouldn't quite translate. Unless I were super skilled and could do tiny ones. Oh, I hear me. I hear my S's on my YouTube view. Turn that down. Oh, I should have washed off. I use a yellow or a pink pencil, sewing pencil, when I have a color like this. Yeah, and Mary's on every evening, and I wonder. If I got on as a guest of her through this, if you could watch her, you know, you'd see her window. Come on, focus. Yeah, and I think that makes perfect sense. And I've been working out in my head. You know, a lot of people are using the signs inside and working out from them. And I've been working out in my head how I want to do my own take on that. I'm going to talk with my shape guy because he's got his engraver. And I think what I'm going to do is have him do like an engraving in the center, because there's some wonderful wildlife options, and then work out from that. And I could still paint on top of those as well to connect the colors out. So that's my idea. I might have him do one and see how it goes, and go from there. But I think that may be a cool addition to my herd, my Alaskan herd of animals and stuff. Yeah, I think those are stunning. I love what I'm seeing. And I know I could have a whole lot of fun and a lot of success selling them here. But at the same time, something that I really am working on in my art is to do my own take on things, to be a little more just me, you know. Hi, Rika. Thanks for joining and sharing. So that's something I think he gets back. I think he gets back later or during this week sometime from his trip, and I think I look at SVG files and stuff on Etsy, and I buy them there for a lot of my shapes. But he may even already, he does some ornaments and that kind of stuff, so he may already have exactly what I am thinking of to work from. So we shall see. Are you really? So Rika's making fig jam. I have never made fig jam, but I can imagine it is delicious. Truly. Ooh, I think I'm going to do this and then a little dot rather than dragging that out into the point. So, do this. Steal some and dot. Something a little different. Coffee break. Alrighty. Most of the ads on YouTube, you get one that's like a tech ad, and the next one is a pharmaceutical ad every time. I'm starting to see a pattern. Oh, that's awesome. So, where do you get your figs? And you're in South Africa, correct, Rika? Is that right? Oh, even better. Holy smokes. That's something that I think I need in my life when we aren't sure that we'll stay here in Alaska, at least not full time, when Scott can retire in like 6 or 7 years. And we've even talked about taking a year or two and living abroad. I just don't know how I'd do that with my dogs. I really would not want to take them across the world. I think it would be too traumatic. Maybe by then one of my kids could watch them. That's just awesome. My husband's always sending me places in Italy that are for sale for totally in our price range, and with 100-year orchards and okay, why I need to get that to focus right. It's focusing on my hand, not. It's been doing that all along. It's interesting because it's not like it's. Focus. There we go. I've got an autofocus button on my little remote that goes with this. Yeah, he's always sending me things that have orchards, and I'm like, that would make me so happy. Or even, we've just looked at property in Washington and stuff, and I'm like, I just would love to have a place that has some established trees, fruit trees, and because I don't have the time to wait for them to grow. And they, here our growing season is so short. It's a fast and furious growing season, but it takes a while for trees like that to mature here if they're going to survive the winter. It is. There's some amazing properties there. I have one of my old co-workers, her husband works for the DOD, and she stopped teaching to move with him to Italy, and they are, she's just learning the culture and the language, and it's just beautiful, the life that she's living right now. I'm gonna maybe change this to dots. Yep, I'll go back and fix those. I just don't want it to. How am I gonna do that without messing my world up? Probably just dot on top. In a moment. I just think we've also talked about when we retire, taking a year, and I'm already retired. I had to retire with disability this last year, but taking a year and spend 3 months in one country. We'd love to go to Portugal for a chunk of time. We'd love to do Italy. We'd love to do Greece. I think even doing Germany or Ireland, or, just spend 3 months here, 3 months there. I think it'd be really cool to do. Just commit to a year away. And my parents did that in their RV. They spent a year on the road. It was the year that we moved up here, so in 2004. I think that's when they had their smaller RV. Halfway through the year, they bought a bigger RV, I think. There are several, and even in Greece, there are islands. If you're willing to live out on an island, heck, I live pretty remote just being here. It'd be really kind of a really cool experience. I think if I had internet, I would be okay. I've even seen, I think, is it maybe Ireland, Scotland, has a similar kind of thing. And a lot of them have retirement visas. As long as you have your retirement income going into one of their banks, you're good. There's somebody on TikTok that I was following that they kind of guide you into moving abroad, life abroad. actually set that down wrong. So I am looking again to see. Okay. Wow, Facebook is way behind. So I'm looking on Facebook and it's talking about my dogs and what I would do with them. So that's like minutes behind where I am. I know, and I think that Scott and I would both love Ireland as well. And just the being able to speak English, I think, is a little less stressful when you're traveling. My husband is a stressed kind of traveler as it is. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking and checking on what this looks like on different apps. the lag factor. Oops. I forgot to do this. We've also talked about like Costa Rica, and there are definitely places not across the Atlantic that are great retirement places as well. What it really comes down to is access to family for me. I would like to be, and I don't know that I would stay there forever, but then again, I'm the kid that moved far away from family as it was. So, but I'd like to at least, we've even talked to our kids about like doing the compound kind of thing. Yeah, I'm noticing that the autofocus is getting weird. Jessica, thank you for telling me that. Because I can see it lagging even on Instagram. And like YouTube was so far behind. Yeah, if it's too crummy to watch, I will probably stop soon. Yeah, I'm at close to 2 hours as it is. That's a good limit for me. I'll get these done and then call it on this.